Blessings and salutations, wonderful Sagittarius and the cross watchers who love you. I'm Sunny, the Urban Tarot. It's a general collective read. It may not resonate to all of you, but if it happened to, can you like the video? Subscribe if you haven't. Thank you kindly if you did. Also, no, these are general reads, so I'm not going to catch everything accurately for you. It's going to be, the collective point of view. So I can say in this read, he when it's a she, you when it's them, and to the magnitude only you would know how it affects you personally. Just know, never force to read, and what's for you is for you, and what's not, let it go for your fellow Sagittarius. Alrighties. Hope you're doing well, Sagittarius. Let's see what we have. Dear God, thank you for your mercy, blessings, protection, forgiveness, abundance, and direction. Through your grace, through our angel ancestors and spirit guides, please allow me to see with clarity for the highest good for our wonderful, beautiful Sagittarius. Amen. Amen again. Alrighty, Sagittarius, let's see what we have for you. August 15th, August 21st, 2022. The Sagittarius, please. August 15th to August 21st, 2022. The highest good for Sagittarius, please. The highest good for Sagittarius. August 15th, August 21st, 2022. Sagittarius, please. Okay, yay. Yeah, optimism. Oh, okay, optimistic, sorry. Optimistic, yay. Okay. Sagittarius, please. Creative, chakra, third eye. Alrighties, extra message. Okay, Pisces energy is around here, but it's definitely feeling connected to a place to where you felt tied to a place or a person to where it was hard for you to communicate. It felt like it would get emotionally charged, and now it's more or less in this place of feeling more focused on things that's tangible, communicating in a place that's more optimistic and happy and exciting, because you're making a decision to really choose happiness and love over all of the um, technical BS. You know, it's just like, okay, listen, it's hard to even express how you feel without the words coming all choked up, and then it gets to this place where, you know what, since this can't be addressed, let me pursue my tangible happiness, instead of just fighting an uphill battle. Now, this optimistic energy is because even from the challenge in the past with this Comic-Con storm, it's like where there was a tower, how you put your cape on looked beautiful, and still put in a super, like you literally took that tower on like a superhero. Looked beautiful, handsome, just looked amazing, and didn't even look like you was in the storm because you took on it. Now this creative where you're sitting in your creativity, you're feeling optimistic because you see how you came through worse. So even down to having these, it's like choosing your battles because you just came from one. And now it's like with your third eye, your chakra, what you see what you need to see, and now you, like I said, choose your battles wisely. I didn't see this till I said the last sentence. The Emperor, Aries energy, a lot of fire I see. But definitely look at that, how you taking on the world, looking at that chessboard. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, because you was really up in your head about who you work with and how you work with them, from people from the past, just trying to get along. And I was trying to be strong because, like, it's taking a toll on you, and it took you some introspect to see that what you need to do going forward strategically. See Virgo energy as well. All right, let's see with some clarification, please, for Sagittarius. August 15th to August 21st, 2022. Seen the Six of Cups twice. Yeah, that's to do some nostalgic from the past. Even as why it's a sensitive subject to discuss. Temperance, that's you, Sagittarius. Or not in this little drawing here. Ooh, the shock. Took time to see, but it hit you that, and people that you love is not always about who's right and who's wrong and getting the last word, because the last word may be something that really, really hurt. Clarification for Sagittarius, please. You know, I had the third eye card. I see it was right on the tarots. It may be where you may be into tarot as well. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Now, and the clarification for this, how you took on the storm is the Three of Wands with the Ten of Wands. So it's definitely you worked together, but you took on a lot. You burdened, like some of it was stubbornness, but you took on a lot. We're showing that currently with your creativity and the optimism, because some heartbreak. Yeah, this has been is a lot. This is a lot, and you feel super passionate about it, but you feel like as well for some of you, yeah, the Knight of Wands is here. Still feel a lot. It's fire. It could be passion. It could be anger. But this creativity has inspired you. With your third eye chakra is the Ace of Wands and the Seven of Wands. So yeah, your passionate purpose, but as far as you're thinking clearly, like you know, even to what you're protecting and what you're standing up for is out of love, but it's also knowing that it's, you see that it's not gonna just be the easiest but you do see it as being, you have to think, you have to move fast, because it's like, I'm not gonna say move fast because you're moving fast. Like you have a lot of intent and passion at the bottom of this deck. It's really just showing that this passionate purpose is there. You see it for what it is. Here go the Suns and Lightning with the Sun and the Tower and the Wheel of Fortune. Sheesh. But you was in your head with Temperance about this justice. Ooh. Let me say this. A lot of major arcanas. Leo, Aries, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, Libra, Capricorn. What I see is the reason why it feels as well that it's this passionate purpose is because it did hit you, or hit someone like a ton of bricks of how much they heart feels for this. Like it's so clear to them that even with this tower, that something has to, it's like something has to be done, something has to be tossed out for the fate to go in a way that you get out your head to where the justice can prevail. Yeah. And flow, it's taking its time, but it's flowing to where it's going to be balanced for you. It's just something toxic that has to do with that betrayal, that Three of Swords, that it feels that this need to really protect your purpose, just to protect your passion. Because you clearly see there's work that has to be done to balance out for you. You really want to take this time to get to your place, to where everything flows and it's like you're fighting this toxicity. And you're fighting it with love. It's like I see with this optimism and this strategy and this creativity that's inspiring you through the pain. Is because there's a passionate purpose that you're truly protecting. And you know that that's not going to let something like that mess up your end game. It's like, no, you see what you have to do. Advice and outcome, please, for Sagittarius. So you're not trying to be caught up over that loss, even though it burns you. But you're like, no, they're going to see when I checkmate their ASS. Yeah. Ooh, the Magician with the Fool. Virgo, Gemini, Aries. Let's see. Advice and outcome. Yeah. Another major arcana in the cut. The Devil and the Fool. Let's see what we have. It's definitely looking as if you're more or less trying to focus on your manifestation and not to deal with the aggravation, you know, the negativity, the toxicity, the codependency, the thing that wants you to forget what your purpose is. Let's see, advice and outcome for Sagittarius. Advice and outcome. Sagittarius, please. Advice and outcome. advice and outcome. Sagittarius. Okay. All right. You focus on your stability, which is the outcome. But was here somebody who you took on more of the responsibility in the past is doing a reconsideration. Somebody is. Somebody that you worked with or tried to work with and didn't work with you as well. Now they seem to be reconsidering because of the fact that a lot that you took on, let me just say, they didn't even really, I'm not going to say, they didn't participate in the level to where they realized how much you endured or how much you sacrificed. Because if it's not a wands, it's in reverse. It's more or less of, it's not, it's like it doesn't feel like jaded or worn or recovering from this energy of feeling like they had to protect themselves because they was going to get hurt or they was going to lose something dealing with you or somebody was going to, they didn't feel like their heart was at risk, you know. But when it came down to hurting or causing a heartbreak for you, here they come with the return of trying to want to work things out because at the end of the day, because of the fact of the passion or the fact that you, for some, didn't engage. They felt the need to like, okay, well maybe I could come back. You know, Sagittarius is not that upset anymore, or maybe we can reconcile. But it seems with this Hermit energy again, Virgo, it feels as if when you took this time to focus on the things that you want to do, and it seems like you get your wish fulfillment, things start falling back into place where things that you didn't say, because a lot of things come back in place because of they felt safe. They felt that from the things that they did and the betrayal that they didn't receive the consequences that they thought because you was pretty quiet. And so this victory is here. We feel like, oh yeah, you still focused on where it's like, yeah, look at Sagittarius. She came up. She came through the storm. She got back in, you know, taking things on, pursuing her passion. But there's something that's not completed with this judgment in reverse, Sagittarius energy. It's something where because you went this creative route strategically, it's like that emperor did not do the checkmate as of yet. That wish fulfillment like is lining up the pieces and they see the victory in play because you got several things in play. I need clarification, please, on this advice and outcome. Because even when I'm seeing, yeah, the Three of Swords, whoever did that, they're definitely trying to return. Somebody's definitely trying to return because they really didn't feel the burn. You know, even in the past, they just felt like And I think you knew that. Strategically, it was set up to, you know, yeah. Let's just see. Let me see, Sagittarius. Let me see. Right in the cut is this Five of Swords, the Temperance again. Yeah, Sagittarius energy. It's like somebody was being greedy and backstabbery, and it took time, and they slept. Sagittarius. Ooh, sheesh. The Nine of Swords. Hold on. Oh, so for some, y'all did lose some sleep, and that's how this plan came into action. It's like no longer losing sleep. We had to get into a place to where you can put out that heat from the pain and get your heart happy again. Sagittarius, please. Ooh, first one, Seven of Swords. Yeah, they was deceptive. Five of Swords in reverse. Sun in reverse. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Queen of Cups in reverse. All of these in reverse. Fool in reverse. Only thing upright is the Seven of Swords and the Page of Swords. Nosy and stealing. It's a Leo here, Aries here. Clarification on the Judgment in reverse, please. Sheesh, Judgment in reverse. With the Three of Swords. Yeah. They just won't own that. They won't own what they did as far as this betrayal. Let me say this. Okay, somebody is reconsidering because somebody is again lying, being deceptive, saying that they're going to work together and they could do their part. But what it's showing is Nine of Wands and reverse, clarified by the Page of Swords. It's like, yeah, the reason why they feel comfortable is because they peeked and looked around and they see that you're not maliciously coming for them. They want to return because honestly, from this heartbreak, it's the Five of Swords in reverse. Again, twice. It shows is they do know that they went too far, took too much, but they're not making it, they're not going to say to the extent, they're not going to tell it to you, they're not going to, like I said, they don't want to be held accountable. And you seeing this, even trying to pull back to see what they would do, it's like, dang, I invested in somebody that's not even strong enough to stand on what they do. So even with your wish fulfillment, it's literally looking as if the fact that you can focus completely on yourself. You don't have to even care to, like, I think just the fact of not focusing on them, with them being such a selfish type of person, is really bothering them. And I think that's strategically why it's done that way. Because the fact when your victory is like no communication, you're being like all eyes on you. People are looking at you, people are acknowledging you over the fact of your creativity and what you're doing. You know, your passion is something that you're doing to where there is some recognition about that, but where it shows this passion is like it's showing the fool is in reverse. It's not you making foolish moves. It's strategic. Strategic. And the fact that they don't own the accountability twice the Judgment came out in reverse with this Three of Swords. I see this Ace of Pentacles coming in the 25th hour though. There's an offer that comes in. But this looks like Pennywise, like after he like retired, like this mother plucker been raising Cain all day, and now because he don't, he's it's not that powerful anymore. It's like, here, this is what I have to offer, and it's not that strong. It's still something that you need protection from, and moving away from to victory, yeah, and taking your time rebuilding your foundation. Mm-hmm. It's no longer detached. I mean, you're no longer attached. You're starting to detach and give into keeping things to yourself and actually give, I'm going to say, not giving into your shadow side, but it may be perceived that way because it's to this point where you're more about you. And it may seem unfair and unbalanced because the things from what you're just checking out your options, moving in a place to where you're aware of the past mistakes and how they won't own it. And so you just want to separate and literally be independent and flourishing in your own skin. That's what I see, Sagittarius, for this week. And it don't have to be the whole week or for every day, but this is the heavy energy that's in play for this time, for this collective. I hope you I hope this message helped. I hope it does what it needs to do for who needed to hear it. Till next time, love and light.